though practically you can say we are in India since 2011, but our association in India started in 1975 with our technical collaboration with Modi's. So when Modi's put up their plant in India, tire plant, and they were the market leader during that time, Continental was a company who provided this technology, tire technology to Modi's. And the tire used to come in the name of Modi Continental. That's a separate topic that in 2011, we actually took the management shareholding of Modi Tires and we became Continental, 100% Continental India Private Limited. That was a time when Modi was only producing TBB, truck and bus bias tires in Modipuram plant. And then we introduced PLT tires, passenger and light truck tires in Modipuram. And we also introduced truck and bus radial tires in Modipuram. But that happened somewhere around 2014. And since then, we are only investing into Modipuram plant, listening to our customer voice. Since we are into this market for last 50 years now, we understand the customer requirements. So that gave us a lot of advantages when we started developing our products, radial products, or passenger car tire products for Indian markets. We leveraged all those knowledge that we gained during our technical collaboration with Modi's. Now, if you ask me, in last 10, 11 years, we have introduced so many products. We started with 1 or 2 portfolios in truck tires, in radials. Now we have more than 20 articles that we sell in radial tires. And the latest you can see here, which is 295 ATR 22.5 tire with a sensor. So this is an intelligent tire, which is our latest introduction. So this sensor basically, if you see, this gives the information about temperature and pressure of the tire, and also it gives the roughly how many kilometers this tire has run. So this calculates basis on the circumference. So with the rotation of tire. This also gives lot of empowerment to the driver and the fleet owner to see the tire condition while the tire is running on the road. And in case there is a tire pressure loss, they can get to know. And this can avoid lot of accidents, number one. This improves the mileage, the tire mileage up to 20%. And this also saves the fuel up to 3%. So that's on the truck tire side. Then you can see we have some ultra mileage tires. So we are progressing now. We introduced our products and then we kept developing those products, enhancing their capabilities. And these ultra mileage tires are the latest introduction that we have. These tires are getting introduced now. When I am saying these are ultra mileage tires, these tires give very high mileage, thus increasing the overall tire life without compromising on the safety and comfort. Going with this sustainability point, when we say we should have least disposals, so this tire goes into that direction. In addition to these high mileage, these tires are actually have very strong carcass casing, which allows the retreadability of these tires. I believe Continental is the only company who gives this warranty after retreading. So we don't do the retreads, but we are so confident about our casings that anyone who is doing the retreading, we give the guarantee of our casing, even after the first retread. So that's on the truck tire side. If you talk about PLT, passenger light truck, so we started with smaller sizes, 14, 15 inches. Last year we had introduced 19 and 20 inches sizes. So that was first time that we started building these 19 and 20 inches sizes in India. We brought our Conti Sports Contact 5 line, which is I would say one of the safest line we had during that time. These tires basically have a very good traction on wet and dry surfaces, so that the braking distance is very less. These have very low rolling resistance, so that the fuel consumption is low, less noise and high comfort. As you rightly said, one is a consolidation of the fleets. So this fragmented segment is now getting more organized. We see more and more bigger fleet sizes. That's one thing. Secondly, if you have seen that India is under construction and government is putting a lot of emphasis on the rebuilding India, and the infrastructure is being built. Roughly 40 kilometers worth of new road is being on a daily basis. Why all these things are happening? With all these things, this is basically improving the logistical efficiencies and also the safer mobility. So these are the two things which I believe government has in mind when they are building this entire infrastructure. With these logistical efficiencies, what the fleet owners are looking for is not only the tire price, they are also looking for the lowest operative cost. This is not only about the initial prices, this is all about the cost. So when we talk about our tires, they might come at expense, but the value they create, the value they generate for the customers are much higher than the initial price difference they pay. So this is one attempt, one of the attempts we are doing, but our sales team is competent. When we are going to our fleet owners, we are actually explaining all these values. So we have introduced something called Fleet Check tool. This is basically extended service. When our sales team is going to the fleet owners, they are checking the scrap tires. They're checking the tires which are on the wheels. They're telling the fleet owners why their tires are failing. They're also telling the fleet owners the tires which are on the Excel, how those tires are basically performing. And these Fleet Check tools create a dashboard. This dashboard gives immediate information to the fleet owner about the tire condition, tire health, tire performance and all those things. So this education is in progress, and I would say customer is also becoming more and more aware. Indian customer is not like what it used to be 40, 50 years back. Customer is much more aware, customer is much more intelligent. They are looking for new technologies. And I would say we got a lot of appreciation from our customers when they get to know these things. This market was operating dominated by Indian companies, not with the new technologies, the all old technologies which are being run or which are being used. We are in the process of educating our customers, and slowly we are building this network, and slowly we are taking the steps to move forward. The aim is not to move directly into the very high market share. The aim is to introduce this technology to our customers. Aim is to look forward how can we add value to our customers. We have our tagline, our vision, which says creating value for a better tomorrow. Our technology is your solutions powered by passion of our people. So this is exactly what we are doing now. Even on the retail side, I would say there's a lot of consolidation that is happening. Now you see the average size of the retailer is also becoming bigger. So if you talk about Continental, we started dealing with some independent dealers, and now we are increasing our footprint into Indian geographies. We have more than 200 MS shops, the branded Continental shops that we have on the PLT side, and we have close to 10 alignment center for the truck side. So this is how we are building awareness or increasing our footprint in retail network. We are working with good number of dealers. I would say almost 15-20% of retailers in the Indian market are working with us. They are selling Continental tires, either the passenger car tires or the truck tires. So that's how we are approaching. As of now, we have yet not reached to tier 3 or tier 4 cities. We are still more focused on the tier 1 and tier 2 cities. But that's the next approach that we are taking now, to be more closer to our customers who are in tier 3 cities and tier 4 cities. And that's what we are doing now in this year. For a tire industry, I would say one of the biggest challenge which always remains is raw material availability. Many of these raw materials are imported. And in last few years, with all those challenges that you see, COVID, Russia-Ukraine war, and now this Hamas war is happening, and we have currently the Red Sea crisis which is happening now. Yeah, all these things are basically leading to raw material availability, increasing logistics cost, increasing in energy cost. So all these things are going up, which is actually increasing the input cost for all the tire companies. That is one thing. Second thing, if you see the latest trends in Indian market or global market, automotive is changing. The kind of cars we used to see many years back and the cars we see today and the cars we'll see 5 years down the line would be different. So electrification is one thing. So EV is something we all talk about. And all these EV cars, they need a tire which needs to have a very high traction, less noise, because there is no engine noise. The tire should not make any noise. The driver should not hear all these things. All our tires that we produce in Continental are suitable for EV cars. All these tires. As I said, our focus always remains on safety and comfort. All our tires have a low rolling resistance. All our tires have a low noise. And that's why they're best suited for EV tires.